Hey, what's up, Street Dogs? The Eric from the Eric Street Photography Blog. So wanted to go on another little walk with you and just share some practical thoughts I had on aesthetics. So I think in modern day life, aesthetics is kind of everything, because we live in a society where all of our basic needs are pretty much met, and you know, unless you're hiking, you know, Mount Everest or whatever, we're not gonna really experience situations which have extreme irregularity of heat, comfort, and so forth. And so when I think about our devices, our cameras, our phones, our laptops, our cars, our clothes, whatever, it seems that ultimately it all just comes down to aesthetics and personal choices. And I've been thinking about aesthetics a lot because growing up, I think there's kind of this bias that aesthetics shouldn't matter and it's kind of vain and evil and bad behavior, whatever. But I'm starting to think that I think aesthetics are everything, especially if you consider yourself an artist and somebody who cares to create beautiful things. Oops, microphone just fell off. Okay, so all right, looks like all right, we're still in commission. All right, let's keep going. All right, so and you know, there's some people like, oh, it shouldn't matter what it looks like, or aesthetics shouldn't matter. And I think people are just kind of lying to themselves, or they're just a little bit mistaken. So for example, would you want to live in a house with hyper green walls? Probably not, because aesthetics, the colors of things, the way things look, it really does affect and influence how we feel. Similarly, you know, you probably won't want to stay inside a McDonald's or a KFC if you if you want to do creative work. It's probably the least creative place you could get work done. And this is why I often find going to the aesthetics of nice, like these kind of like hipster coffee shops or whatever, to be nice, because it allows me to just kind of focus on my just allows me to let my mind wander and so forth. And also, you know, with our cars, you know, all cars at this point are good as long as they take you from point A to point B. All cars are pretty comfortable, they have, you know, good functionality, whatever. But I feel like really at this point it's just, you just want to buy a car that looks cool to you. And this is a lot of people say, you know, this is cool, that's not cool. And I think when people say cool, they mean to say it has beautiful aesthetics, and ultimately I think all aesthetics are personal. What one person considers beautiful isn't what someone else is going to consider beautiful, and so forth. And even and I feel like us as photographers and innovators and artists, what we're trying to strive towards is making beautiful things. And I think in this way, what we wear in terms of our clothing, in terms of our accessories, in terms of our cars or devices, whatever, prioritize the aesthetics, and don't feel like it's some sort of vain, empty, unnecessary thing to consider. But yeah, even at this point, if I'm gonna buy a new car, I'm not really gonna care about the performance so much, or even the comfort. I just want it to look cool. So that's why, if I have the means, I'm gonna buy myself a blacked out Lamborghini. And obviously you're not going to be able to drive it fast or whatever, but once again, I think that's kind of besides the point. As long as you consider it beautiful in your eyes, don't worry so much about the functionality. Even with clothing, I just kind of prefer clothes that are simple, not super expensive, but you know, like stuff like Uniqlo, H&M's are, I think these things are all fine. And ultimately, whatever lifestyle choices you decide to make, don't let other people moralize against you, saying that, oh, you're so bad and you're wasting your money, whatever. Just do what feels right to you, and prioritize the aesthetics of your own personal life. So ultimately, if it's beautiful in your eyes, it's beautiful, and everyone else could go to HE double hockey sticks. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.